doesn't she? Taking on Garbiñe Muguruza, has played so many matches this year, the Spaniard. It was Muguruza who won the toss and elected to receive first. It'll be Barty to get this quarter-final underway. Sophie Amiak and myself, Pete Hodges, to talk you through it. For Muguruza, incidentally, semi-finalist Shenzhen, quarter-final at Hobart, runner-up Australian Open, quarter-final at Dubai. So if you work all of that out, she's missing just one thing from the quarter-finals onwards. Will it happen here? Tend to always know what you're going to get from Muguruza on a tennis court. Big ball striking, plays pretty linear. So with that in mind, what are you expecting from Barty with the toolkit she's got?
Well, I think one place that Muguruza does not enjoy really hitting is when the ball goes high to the forehand. And the topspin forehand cross-court of Barty is going to be a problem for her, I believe, unless she has done some work on it. I think the slice backhand of Barty, if she mixes up the pace also, is going to be a problem for Muguruza. But where Muguruza might find some joy is being aggressive on the return of serve, without a doubt. Just take chances on the second serve. Come closer to the ball like she did right here. And also, I think if she's able to serve and hold her serve, you know, easy, and serve well on the first serve like she did throughout the tournament so far. And this year, you know, I think she's first on the ace count, I think, or second behind Rybakina right now for the year. If you get this kind of tennis, it's going to be fun to watch.
It's always fun to watch Ash Barty.
Yeah, I mean, she's so exceptional in all aspects of her game. She has it all. She can do it all. The slice, the drop shot, the serve, the baseline, the volley. And didn't play very well in doubles here. Lost first round in doubles to Bencic and Kenin, and I'm sure she would have wanted to play some more doubles with the little amount of tennis that she played in singles to get to the quarterfinals here.
That was the amazing thing, wasn't it? Last year, I've already mentioned the achievements, you know, winning Roland Garros, WTA finals, Miami, Birmingham, runner up in Sydney, Beijing, but she also reached another doubles final at the US Open. Jam-packed year, but I mean, I know you're a big advocate for playing doubles to help your singles, and another example of that, Ash Barty. As is Muguruza, of course, who had success with Carlos Suarez Navarro early on. Doesn't play as much doubles these days. Solid service hold then from the Australian. And you mentioned, you know, how much more comfortable she is talking to the press in the warm-up, Sophie. What did you make of course, she got a little bit of criticism for bringing her niece, her 11-week-old niece, into the press conference after losing that semi-final to Kenin. Were you one who thought that was a smart move or a bad move, or it doesn't matter?
I think it's whatever you feel like, and I think, you know, today's social media is taking things really out of proportion. You know, she's a very, very good person. She, I mean, you know, you can't be right.
Win.
You can't win. But I thought it was very cute. She loves her family. She's not there enough to really see them grow, and I thought that was very adorable.
And it's a fair point one she was making in terms of, as much as we love this sport, it has changed lives.
It's just tennis.
Just tennis compared to life. Oh, that's a wondrous forehand. Looking good so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the right play for Muguruza. I would go down the middle more often, and I would definitely try to find the backhand. Maybe the reason she's doing this because Ash loves to go around the backhand. So by playing full forehand, she's eventually going to find that backhand. It's a good way to neutralize maybe Barty from the get-go. See if she finds the backhand more often, though.
Oh, it's a ripper.
She's not having any problem going cross-court with that forehand. I love the way she rolls that forehand. Hits the outside of the ball, puts tons of topspin on it. Beautiful. Able to shorten the swing as well and shorten the ball cross-court short.
Well, our fear was that Barty might have been a little undercooked coming in, but she's hitting the ball so clean right now. Concern for Conchita. A little too far there, Barty, and maybe Muguruza saw it, purposely dropping the ball short.
I have a feeling that Conchita hit a ton of slice backhand to Muguruza before the match to get ready, as Conchita had one of the most incredible slice backhand and a little bit similar topspin forehand than Barty, but didn't hit two-handers though. One hand backhand.
So who wins the slice backhand contest out of Conchita and Ash Barty?
That's a difficult one, actually.
I hear you had a devilish
I
slice
had,
backhand as well. Are you in the mix there?
That's about one of the shot I had. I was known for my backhand and my backhand volley, but forget that. They would go to the forehand. They were smart. But I'd get into that contest. I'm not shy. The backhand only, though.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, you might have had more Grand Slams.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Slam.
Well, anything Grand Slam. Close. Tell you what, I love the answer that she had, Muguruza, on the slice backhand that was wicked low. She went back to it with a slice. A lot of the players are so hard-headed and they want to hit that two-hander, and unfortunately they can't get lower with a racket head and put enough topspin, put it back. You have to counter that with a slice most of the time, especially when that low. So well done. Still a break point though.
Now the slice doing the damage again for Barty. It's been an excellent start for the world number one, who picks up an early break in this quarter-final. Talked a lot about it yesterday in terms of players adapting to different things, different times to play. It's nearly 10:30 at night now. This match did have a not before time, not before 8 p.m, but getting underway all of 2 hours, over 2 hours late. Not just that, of course, the crowd. For Muguruza, that comes back on her side. It was an identical situation yesterday and last night. Against Yastremska, following Ons Jabeur and all the Tunisian fans packing the stadium, then leaving.
you see the movement and the reaction of how quickly Barty got organized to hit that returner serve that came really right at her. It's a very difficult play. You don't even finish your serve. It's right there, and she stayed low, and contact point was perfect.
Better for Muguruza. Almost a strange match last night, wasn't it, against Yastremska? Second set, she barely hit a winner. Very consistently down the middle. Now realizing that that tactic isn't going to work tonight. Oh, well, I think it's caught the line. Heavy conditions here. The ball doesn't tend to bounce too high, which you would think suits that Barty slice. So playing here for the first time this year. It's a keeper. It's been an excellent start. No fuss whatsoever from the world number one. Just eases into a 3-love lead. Work to do here then for the former world number one. Love 3. Maybe that's a tactic we'll see a little more. It's something that we've talked about in the warm-up. We've seen a little more from Muguruza this year. She's happier coming forward. I mean, it goes hand in hand, doesn't it? If you're feeling more confident, feeling happier at the back of the court, you're going to get up the court more often, more easily. Going back to Muguruza getting up the court, Sophie, I know a lot of pundits and former players like yourself have often been saying over the last couple of years they would have liked to have seen Muguruza get to the net more. Are you one of them?
I am one of them, and I think she did start doing this with Sam Sumik, who was really trying to get her to move forward. But I think for that you have to feel very comfortable at the net. And sometimes the volleys weren't there. She was not hitting enough classic volley without swing volleys. That's all she used to hit. I think she hits a lot more classic volley, and she feels better about it and starting to get the feel of them. And the swing volleys, she used to hit a lot just linear, straight back, which gave another opportunity to get past. And I think that she changed that. She's finding more angles on them. So, you know, if you have more confidence coming forward and hitting the volley and feeling better at the net, you know, it's definitely something that she needs to put in her game because of how she hits the ball with so much power and strength.
She certainly can volley. There's no doubt about that. I mentioned the record with Navarro early on in her career where she qualified for the WTA finals. I remember her winning the Beijing Championships, which is the premier mandatory tournament. She was coming forward quite often when she won that a few years ago. As you say, it definitely prefers the swing volley, doesn't particularly always feel comfortable on the conventional. It's the sort of game that might just help settle Muguruza down.
Strange choice, though. Strange choice for Barty to hit that forehand down the line or down the middle when she was so successful so far in these first 3 games with the cross-court forehand. Finding different angles from short to deep with a lot of topspin.
A little with the first serve percentage, Barty, but still so far so good on serve. It's a wonderful point. Patient, intelligent tennis from Ash Barty.
I mean, that short one right here opened up that forehand down the line that she hit so well. And then finishing again with the forehand cross court. Just changing the pace, the length, the depth. Tough player to play.
Oh, well, it's going to be a little sea change in this opening set. Everything has been so easy so far for Barty. Type of mistake can just jolt a player when they are in full flow. Put a little asterisk there, which Sophie is doing right now, I can tell you all.
Oh, you have to. If she was to lose this game, I mean, that would have been a 40 love. That's huge. That was a put away. An easy one on top of that.
Yeah, it's a big miss really from Muguruza when you consider what happened on the previous point.
Yeah, that's disappointing. You can't just give that point away. Just Barty's too good for that. It's making up for her making a big mistake on the forehand.
Corrects the mistake there. And so you can cross out the asterisks now. Does come through the game. Barty leads 4-1. Again, Barty just at the moment is in complete control. She's the one who's weaving her web, so to speak. This is a little concerning for Muguruza.
Barty for serve. That's one area that, to me, this year has been so much better. Lots of improvement on that serve. I think the serve is more relaxed all around. The way she starts. I think she used to have a, kind of an itch before hitting. Now it's all one motion. Yeah, she seems to be a little lost right now, Muguruza. Not sure what to do, not sure where to hit.
Many others have felt that way against Barty in recent times.
She doesn't have any answer, really.
So what would you suggest?
Well, I think that right now I'm going down the middle more often to just try to eventually get something shorter to attack. Might be a good play. She's giving so many points away.
And giving games away too. Barty now a game away from taking the opening set. Needs 5-1 as she breaks again. She's the world #1, the big star, Ash Barty. She's had her name up in lights many a time. And, well, I'm a big fan. I know you are, Sophie, in terms of just her attitude, her personality.
Her game.
Her game. I know we're always meant to be neutral.
Well, I mean, we're
you can't
neutral.
help but love everything about what she does.
No, I mean, I love, I love her game more because of the variety of her game. But, as a player, and, I look at also similarity of, what I used to do and play. Obviously not staying too much in the backcourt, but, it's hard for me to relate more to Muguruza with my game. But as a whole, I love to watch Muguruza play as well, especially when she's on, when she puts, I mean, what she did, yesterday was a far better match than right now, because right now she seems lost. I mean, Barty has all the answers, and that would be interesting to find out what Conchita would say. Hopefully she would call her either at the end of this game or the end of the set.
Didn't come on the court at all, incidentally, in Dubai, so they may have something set up to say that she won't be called on. It's frustrating. She lost. I was going to interview her. I was going to ask that question, but sadly she lost that match before I could ask her that question. But yeah, I mean, obviously with these new rules, she can say stuff and is saying things in coded messaging at the side of the court.
I mean, I guess the plan for Muguruza is to win another major. So if you're thinking about this, there's two ways of thinking about this. That you can't be coached during a major, so you want to go throughout the year without being coached. But then, on the other hand, you want to grow in your game and get the coaching of somebody who has that experience. It's so valuable to help you grow as a player to get better. So I'm sure it's the right decision.
That was the right decision, though. Positive tennis from Muguruza, who really hasn't taken advantage of Barty's first serve percentage, which incidentally is down in the 40s right now. Barty has won every single point though behind the first serve. Would like another first serve here because it is still set point. Gets another first serve, gets another point, gets another game, and gets the first set. Just a wonderfully composed and quality set from the world number one. Takes it in next to no time. New balls here for Muguruza, and she'll be hoping for a very new type of set because the first one didn't go as planned.
Second service.
Oh, right into the corner. Muguruza static. Certainly didn't pick that one.
It's just so good. I mean, you can't tell where she's going. On top of that, her shoulders are turned. She could go and facing with an open stance. Sometimes she can go cross court as well as down the line. It's just where the point of contact is, and she is really mastering that shot.
Oh, beauty.
Not bad on that side for Muguruza. Talking about mastering. Point of contact, absolutely perfect in front of her. Body language going towards the target. Very well set and balanced.
First serve has been key for Muguruza. She's been battered around the court, really. And she's missed a first serve. Generally, when they've both been in a rally situation, it's been Barty who has really dictated. types of first serves will certainly help. Far better game for Muguruza, important game too for the Spaniard.
Second set.
Those hardy Spanish fans are still here late at night, wrapped up, and they'll be happy with that game from the 11th seed.
Both of them changing in really fast, so I'm going to go fast here. But, you know, the first serve percentage was not that high with Ashley, but 8 winners to only 2 and 4 serves. I mean, that is nothing. That she's not giving anything out there. And that forehand has been really the shot that's made the first set. Yeah, she's forcing a little bit too many of those shots. Muguruza needs to get a little bit more relaxed, to get a little more elasticity on that arm. She's a bit tight. It's not flawless, for sure. And the total opposite can be said about Barty. You see how her arm is just relaxed, the way she's serving. She started her serve motion with very relaxed wrist right here. And whip, good impact.
First service.
Is this the answer? Does she just have to be more aggressive? Because, as I say, you know, when the points are going over 3-4 shots, there's only one winner.
And it was just so hard to make this kind of shot over and over. You take a lot of risk. That was very close to the line. I love the way she snuck it the net. I mean, she like right away thought that, oh, Muguruza, she's like on her back foot. I'm coming in, charging. She sees the game so well.
I was going to say, I mean, I've had many a philosophical debate about natural talent. We're not going to get too deep into. But, I mean, as a sports player, Ash Barty has it. There is no doubt about that. If it is there, she has it, because the anticipation skills, the way she reads the game. You could say the same with cricket, because, of course, she just came away from tennis, having been a great junior player. Went and played some cricket, professional level, came back to tennis. I mean, the way she has her reactions, the way she reads what's going on, she was just born to play sport, in my opinion.
Without a doubt, she's definitely a brilliant athlete. But I tell you one thing, what's in between her ears is brilliant, because who turns around from a career in tennis when you're 17 or 18 years old, when you're at the top of your game and you're playing so well? Who does that? Who's got the ability mentally to be so aware of, you know what, I'm not happy. At 18? Really? Comes back with a vengeance.
Nicely done. I mean, this is why, though, it's been wonderful just to watch her blossom as a person as much as a player. In terms of, I remember her early interviews on the court, she was quiet as a mouse, didn't give too much away, very nervous. I mean, then to see her at the Australian Open when she was bringing Casey Dellacqua on and all the fun she was having. Yeah, and as you say, rightly so, you know, she wasn't happy, so she should have walked away from the sport. Especially with the pressure. Drives with the pressure now. As your good friend and former coach says.
Pressure is a privilege. Yeah, Billie Jean King, you sure have it.
Has a way with words as well as everything else.
Yep.
First set percentage was actually okay in the first set for Muguruza. Just feels she's doing a little more. She's risking a little more with the first serve. She's finding the lines a few more times so far in the second set. complete control of the point, Barty, and there was just no way back for Muguruza.
That forehand is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the way that she's moving and she's getting set perfectly and moving forward more and more because of the shortness of the reply. Very smart play from Barty. It's a first serve here. Well done. This is where the damage has been done, you know, to the really deep corner, to the forehand of Barty. She had 2 backhand down the line winners almost, and this forehand deep, causing a lot of trouble.
No, not this time.
She seems to be taking off a lot of pace on the first serve. I don't know if you noticed. 146 kilometers per hour. That is not fast. Seems like she's doing that on purpose.
No, too much of it. I agree with you. It might be one of 2 things: cold conditions, but also, I think, you know, first set. I mean, she's won 2 out of 9 behind the second serve, so she might be consciously thinking, I can't afford to keep hitting second serves. They're being picked off.
Yeah, she's decelerating at impact. It's really obvious.
Through the game, though. This feels like a very different set. Muguruza in front. She's not looking overly happy, but she'll be happy. Trailing in this second set, Barty. 1-2.
A little more consistency, a little more depth from Muguruza. Pushing Barty further off the baseline. That worked on that point, and a little better all around in the second set, I think.
She's also got to be thinking that Barty's level might just drop off.
That's well done.
What's the 2 previous meetings? Both went the distance. Barty came from a set down to win the match in Birmingham in 2017. Muguruza won the first set 6-love in Toronto, so this is actually the first time that Muguruza has lost the first set. Muguruza won that one in 3, 6-2 in the third. Great use of the legs again from Muguruza. Got down really low to that slice backhand.
Not afraid once again to come forward, asking the question. Tough to love in this condition. It's still a little windy out there.
Couple of break points then for the Spaniard. Ties it. Let's go to Barty. It's another relationship that just gels so well, isn't it? He's so calm and collected. It seems to certainly keep Barty calm and collected. So measured in his thought process and how hard he works off the court as well. Always see him researching other players and other matches.
That's why he's calm and collected, because he knows his stuff and he works hard at it.
No, not quite. What's that famous analogy where duck or swan? You look so calm above the water, but your feet are working hard below the water.
I don't know.
It is late, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I trust you. If a duck or swan you are, what do you want to be?
Muguruza's certainly working hard here, but another forehand just goes flying.
Didn't have any break points throughout the match. That is the first 3 here in the same game, and still not able to convert, not able to take the serve of Barty.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a triple bit of luck, isn't it, really? Miss hit off the serve. And right on the top of the net, and then it's a dead net. Is it meant to be with regards to breaking in this game? 4th break point for Muguruza. Oh, dear.
What was that? I mean, she never hits a slice unless the ball is very low. Why was the thinking behind that? She couldn't be that late. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, got her in the end, and you just get the feeling Muguruza doesn't quite know whether to come forward or go back. And again, caught in the web of Ash Barty.
Such good tennis. I mean, changing the pace, the depth, the spin, and Muguruza not too lucky here. I mean, that was not the best approach. I would have loved to see a conventional volley or volley down the line. 4 break chances erased in this game for Muguruza. Yep, and Barty able to hold tenacity.
Yeah, it's got to hurt, isn't it? You just felt momentum was shifting towards the Spaniard. And, 4 missed opportunities in that game, and it's 2-all. So close. would have been in the mouth momentarily for Muguruza.
Definitely been successful coming forward, Muguruza, tonight. Still using less space on the first serve.
Super return. That's where we were talking about doubles helping players. They help players in every facet of the game, and that off backhand return in particular. Oh, well, did she need to take it on the volley? That's the question.
Well, she needed to, but not with two hands. You have to take that with one hand. The ball is too low. She's reaching and doesn't have the control. And if she can't, let it bounce.
Credit to Barty, though, for making it so awkward. It's a nice 1-2 punch, though. That's well held, especially when you consider not taking her chances in the previous game. So often you see the hangover effect. It digs in. Definitely feels like something has changed here, because Muguruza is starting to boss more and more points. More and more winners. Stayed committed to that, but great depth too. That's a great return as well, because she was on the stretch there, Muguruza. Found the corner of the court.
Yeah, the big change is really that she's coming more forward. She's hitting depth. The depth is totally different. And the change on her serve earlier was to take a little pace off of it and just being more aggressive on the return too. Second serve. She's going to go for it on that one too.
She had 4 break points in the previous Barty service game, Muguruza. She's got 3 more here. This tennis cliche, if you keep knocking at the door, usually it opens.
15, 14.
Still knocking.
Second service.
Oh, again, magnificent tennis from Barty. Dictating with the forehand once more.
Well, we haven't seen this for a while though, because it's been really Muguruza was dictating more of the plate.
suddenly the door does open. There's Muguruza that breaks.
Muguruza leads.
A little surprised about the shot selection on this. I mean, going really for the trigger on this drop shot. First drop shot really of the match, I believe.
Well, also, she's played a couple, but
on the game point, on
a break point, when Muguruza's had so many and not been able to convert, it was clearly in her head. So gifting that one away, a little surprising from Barty. Oh, that's glorious.
First service. Oh, 30.
A little bit of a miss hit here on the return, but turned out to be lucky for Barty.
Talks about tennis cliches. Yeah, they won, of course. It's only a break once you've held your own. Might not be the case for Muguruza. This time it's Barty's turn to be up love 40. Would you believe it? That's two now in just a couple of games. It's a Spanish net. Two dead net calls as well, even harsher.
Still not hitting the first serve very hard, not putting pace on the first serve. I'd like to see a mixture of it, so it really could throw off Barty even more.
Recovers from love 40, back to juice. And that net cord really will sting now.
Yeah, she is very annoyed right now, Ash Barty.
Well, you say about the serve, I mean, but it's working for Muguruza because it's not exposing the second serve. 75% now, the first serve percentage.
Barty.
Oh, no, missed it. And this time it's Barty's turn to convert on the fourth break point. Fourth time's a charm, isn't it? It certainly was for both players in those last.
Back. Nice 1-2 punch to start off here. Very solid serve. Oh, that was the replay in color. You get the black and white first, and here is your color. Gorgeous move around the ball.
That was amazing, isn't it? The first set lasted just 26 minutes. It's done and dusted so quickly. Barty was just breezing through the service games. It's a very different match right now. A lot of tight games in a row. And this one doesn't end up going to deuce. So that stops the run of deuce games. Asking for advice from a cold Kadir Nooni. I'm sure even though he's cold, his eyes are still hot. He's got eyes like a hawk. And was long, quite comfortably. So Barty gets back to level peg.
Trying to get closer to that baseline and, you know, cutting the angles. And that's an area where she gets hurt. Whenever the ball is deep to the forehand, you see her backing up of the cross-court forehand of Barty. You need to close the angle. You need to go towards the bounce. Right there. That's better. Ah, that was much better though. Normally she loses her track and she loses really court by going backwards to reach that ball.
Who'd be a coach, eh?
Hmm?
Who'd be a coach? Freezing out there.
Yeah, I know, it's tough.
Just give it a chance now.
Points.
Yeah. Depth for Barty at the moment. It's just a little bit more assurance on the Barty ground strokes than there is with Muguruza.
Without a doubt.
Finds the line there, though.
Look, Barty had only 2 unforced errors in the first set. She's only at 4 right now, so that's telling. Total 6 for Muguruza, total 17.
Was ambitious, but the ambition paid off.
Fantastic hands and fantastic choice. First to go with the slice back to the slice of Barty and then to find the drop shot.
It's a big hold for Muguruza. First game in 3 for her. And she is a game away from perhaps taking us the distance. New balls for Barty. She'll be hoping she can hold here. If she doesn't hold, Start she would have wanted. We'll be going to a third set. Are you someone who liked new balls, serving to stay in a set, Sophie?
If I was serving, yes.
Some players don't particularly like it, though.
No, I like new
Nervous
balls.
moments. Ball flies
I
a little
needed
more
all the help
control.
I could get, trust me. For my ball to go a little faster. Didn't have much power. Panache, and no power.
Barty has 2 challenges remaining.
Again, it's the depth of Muguruza that's bringing her some joy here. Closer and closer to even this match out.
Let's accept it.
It's a big miss, isn't it? Left 30.
It's strange that she didn't pick to go down the line as her favorite return of the forehand or the backhand side from that side. On the second serve, what a missed opportunity.
Second ace for Barty, but a timely one. Oh, coolness personified. Under such pressure as well at 30 all.
That forehand again is devastating. I mean, look at the spin of the ball, and Muguruza does a great job to get it back though, but and then the touch.
Flies long, and that's a big hold this time from Barty. Love 30 down. Set really has been similar to what we saw in the previous match on this court. I mean, it's been so tough to tell which way the momentum is going to shift next. Tough to tell who has it right now as well.
Needs to grab court. She's a bit far from that backhand. Looks like she's reaching to hit that backhand, Barty. That's the difference there. Sorry, Pete, to cut you off, but did you see the move to that backhand slice that was shorter? You saw how quickly Barty went to the ball and the bounce of the ball. That's the footwork. That's impeccable.
She's just missed it. Well, no, it hasn't missed it. Nooney correcting. Barty challenging. So he'll be feeling the pressure. I would say he'll be feeling the heat, but he's not feeling much of that. As ever, Kadir Nooney is bang on. And Muguruza again a game away from taking his set. Leads 6-5. Has been simmering away nicely, hasn't it? Muguruza hoping there's a lot more to go in it. Oh. Would you believe it? That's 3 times now. It's cat and mouse tennis. Muguruza, it just feels like she's addressed the situation where she was making a lot of unforced errors, hitting them a lot long on occasions. She's reined it in a little, and Barty not getting as much joy. Rallies have suddenly become a lot longer.
So difficult to play against Barty. I mean, you're getting so many different kind of spin and height and depth. Always have to adjust.
And of course cold conditions here, so the ball is not exactly moving through the air particularly quickly. Sure again why she chose to play the slice forehand on the second shot. Had so much time on the ball.
I don't think she knows. I think she's a little lost when the slice comes to the forehand.
I mean, it's easy to say it here, isn't it, Sophie?
Of course, we are so good in the booth.
Especially when you consider all the different spins and speeds from Barty.
Why use the topspin there? I mean, why not go with the slice? Been working. It was a bit flat, to tell you the truth. That's why I didn't go over the net. Oh, that's a huge point here. Not able to get that back in the court. We see the 3rd tiebreak of the night. Reminder that Kvitova won in 2-set tiebreak earlier against Jabeur. Yes, we will.
Half a chance for Muguruza, snatched away by the world number 1.
Both players receive 1 additional challenge.
I've got to give so much credit to Muguruza there, because Barty was using all sorts of different spins and speeds and height. Muguruza stayed rock solid. Great concentration from the Spaniard. No. Give credit to Muguruza for getting the serve back in play. Decent length. Double mini break for Muguruza. Shake of the head from Craig Tyser.
of the worst tiebreak she's played. She's not being competitive. She was upset in the first point, looking at her box and kind of yelling. Wow, a lot of gifts handed out.
Well, psychologically, this may well be tough for Barty.
Finally on the scoreboard here.
Still a long way back, though, for Barty. This is the first tiebreaker of the tournament. Same goes for Muguruza, who had a couple of tight sets against Daria Kasatkina in the first round. Neither went to a tiebreak. He's just done so much winning this year, Muguruza, that you just feel that, well, and same can be said for Barty, whenever it gets tight, that she can back herself in these tight situations. One by one, one at a time. Cliche for you, ticking them off. Points in a row, and maybe this tiebreaker isn't done just yet for Ash Barty. Just wonder whether the tension after going 5-love down has just been released. I thought this tiebreaker has probably gone from her. We need to play with a bit more freedom again. Skidded through quicker than Barty was realising. Does find a way to 3-set points.
Still the same shot that is so painful to hit. Depth with the forehand topspin from Barty, cross court.
Yeah, we're going the distance. Far better set from Garbiñe Muguruza. A lot more consistent, a lot more positive. And the tightest of sets goes the way of the Spaniard. It's 1 set apiece. Sophie Amiat will go over what was said and whether she agrees with it after this point. It is a 1-set shootout for a place in the semi-finals.
Well, that's what he asked her to do. I mean, to go to the forehand a lot more and keep going deep to the forehand, putting pressure on her, even serving to the forehand, saying that she can get a few points here and there as well, telling her to also try to get a rhythm back on the serve. And not to leave any ball too short, because that's where she's getting vulnerable. And, you know, Barty, the first thing she said that she got lucky.
Well, Muguruza did get lucky. There was a couple of lucky net cords midway through the set. but I'm sure Craig Tyser and Barty, for all it's worth, following the mantra of control the controllables. Stay in the present, and that's what Muguruza's doing right now.
He's not happy at all. Oh, that's a great serve right at the body.
Sorry, wait, please. Advantage. Barty.
Great usage of the court here with the wide first serve to the forehand and then finishing by putting the pressure on Muguruza.
Lovely from Barty. She is able to wriggle out of the game. Doesn't look overly happy, but some relief that she has been able to hold serve.
Yep, faced one break point right away in this service game. Served well into the body, saved that one. And going back to what happened in the second set, look at the percentage of first serve for Muguruza, 81%. Not hitting as fast of a serve, was more consistent. 11 winners for 11 unforced. The unforced went up on the side of Barty. Didn't play a really good tiebreak at all. She was asked to be dictating with the forehand, but right now, I mean, forehand is going really way out. Feels like she's not hitting it really point of contact, and timing is not there anymore. Almost the body language not going with it as well. Here's the forehand that she was asked to hit, but you saw the body language going much more towards the target on this one. It's almost like they have the same kind of tactic, you know. They both don't like that deep to the forehand side.
That's brilliantly dealt with. It was a very awkward ball. Had to make sure she got it short enough here, Muguruza, as well, because Barty is quick. She knew where the ball was going. Did actually make it, the Australian, but good concentration from the Spaniard. Good hold from Muguruza.
One game all.
Amazing tennis, isn't it? With how much it changes. This is the first set in regards to the return placement. 94% in that middle range. very few deep. And that was the big difference. 27% in the third part of the court. So he's hitting it deeper off the return. It is stopping Barty from dictating, but she can still do that.
That was a great return again from Muguruza. Very deep, and she's making her way into the net. I would have gone down the line, though. Just so tough to get to your position if you have to mirror the ball, and you get very vulnerable.
Lane for service.
Oh, that is close. Good challenge. Definitely making a lot more errors right now. Ash Barty in the third set. Like, that's gonna hurt.
She won't thank you either. Beautifully dealt with a low ball. The first point, not on that point.
It's one of the toughest volley for her. I mean, it's low. It's got to go to conventional forehand volley instead of the swing volley that she really loves and is more comfortable with.
This time the net isn't on Muguruza's side as the ball comes back on her side. Two edges in front, 2-1 in this deciding set. Was that a one-handed backhand from Barty? Or did I see that wrong?
I didn't see that. I thought it was she had the two and let it go, but you might be right.
Let's have a look.
Watch it again.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
two.
that's two.
Sorry.
It
Get
is
excited.
late. It is late at night. Seen a lot of tennis this week.
It was a hell of a two-hander, though.
15-30.
Achilles heel striking again for Muguruza.
How many times have we seen that? That shot, same exact position, sometimes pulled even more wide, and missing the net.
First
Problem
service.
is, it's not always in the net. She's missed it long too. Just the confidence just can't quite be there in the big moments with the forehand, which is why Barty has been told to direct most of the traffic there. And of course, throughout this year, she's managed it pretty well with the results that she's had, Muguruza.
Let. First service.
Nope. And there's the first break of the third set. It was the forehand that really let her down in the game, but it's the backhand that misses on the break point.
3 games to 1.
Barty just that little bit more consistent again. And now has a 3-1 lead.
Love.
Just the more solid of the two so far, you know, in this third set. Not giving it up too many points, and now I think she feels the lead and would like to get to the finish line sooner than later.
Muguruza's going to have something to say about it. A big difference today for Barty. With points won behind first serve compared to second serve. 79% behind the first, just 41% behind the second.
Just as I was saying, that she was more consistent. And this is a routine forehand. She loves to hit that one.
Oh, yes. Coming to life, Muguruza. Taking the ball early. There was nothing wrong with that forehand. It looked like this set was going to get away from it. Chance to break straight back. Does break straight back. And is right back in the deciding set. Barty still leads 3-2 though. Against the line.
And that was a long rally. What a shot from Barty. She Figured she can't hit it cross court as well. Might as well go down the line now. Very little margin.
So little in this match, Sophie, isn't it? For you, what is going to decide it in these?
Who's going to be the most consistent, pretty much, right now? And whomever he is in the rally has been winning the point.
Oh, she's got very lucky again. It's not going to help Barty's mood, particularly as it was a second serve. Yeah. If it doesn't break here. Just remember that net cord. She had a couple of lucky dead ones in the second set. Is it meant to be for Muguruza tonight? Doesn't matter in the end. That's a gift this time for Muguruza. Difficult conditions in Doha, particularly at this time of night. You can see both players just at times have struggled for consistency. There's not been a lot of flow really in the match.
It's been interesting to see how Muguruza started to serve, with the first serve being much more aggressive, putting a lot more pace in it. And throughout the second set, and now just serving much slower, first and second. Even the first is sometimes slower than the second. Not sure if she's hurting or she thinks that the tactic is better to do so, not give pace at all on the serve against Barty, but I'd like to see a mix of them, just to surprise your opponent, who will not know what's coming pace-wise.
But that's a great shot, isn't it, from Barty? You can see why Muguruza thought, right, this is the shot to get in on. It was devilish from the Australian.
Yeah, she can really put that slice so low, so difficult to hit.
She was up 30-love in the last service game, Barty, and didn't see it through. What's going to happen this time? Fourth ace for Barty. The ties are looking a little happier now. This time Barty does back up the break. The clenched fist says it all. She knows she's a game away from a place in the semi-finals. Leads 5-2.
Very up and down this match in this last set. Just never unforced from the racket of Barty, but Muguruza maybe asking the question.
Better service game so far from Muguruza. With all the twists and turns we've had tonight, you wouldn't be too surprised if there's a couple more left. I'm with you with what you were saying, Sophie, about switching up the fast-paced serve with slower ones. It's something that Rybakina has done very well recently. Halep does it effectively too. Nope.
Another lethal backhand, slice backhand from Barty. Just so difficult to play when you're tall and you have to go down. I mean, look, she's like decelerated at impact and that ball is floating out. Maybe she is hurt. Maybe she has a problem with her shoulder. Who knows?
Right now she's got a problem with her opponent. That's for sure. Been an up and down match, hasn't it? There's been a fair few twists and turns, but Ash Barty has got herself to match point. It's wide. And Ash Barty moves into a third semi-final of 2020 as one Grand Slam champion downs another. In tough conditions, she was able to find enough to outthink and outplay Garbiñe Muguruza, particularly in the first and the third sets. It is Barty who moves through to the last four. Wins it 6-1, 6-7, 6-2.